When the leaves begin to turn and the air carries that chill of magic, some decks just call to us. The Grim Tales Tarot by Fiona Edgewood feels like stepping into a forgotten storybook, one where the woods are alive with whispers and every card tells a darker truth. Today, we're wandering deep into the forest together for a full review of the Grim Tales Tarot, its art, its atmosphere, and the stories it wants to tell. Hi everyone, it's Sylvan from Sylvan's Way, and today we're going to be covering the Grim Tales Tarot by Fiona Edgewood, and I got mine early. Some reason I pre-ordered mine directly from Llewellyn, and I got mine early, and it's supposed to be coming out on Amazon. I saw November 8th, so I don't know why they sent it to me early. I did pay for my deck. It's not like they sent it to me as a pre-order, so I just got it early. Maybe if you pre-ordered yours, maybe you got yours already too. So let's look at the Grim Tales Tarot. Now, the box and the artwork in this is absolutely stunning. And, you know, I say that a lot about a lot of decks, but it's mostly because the decks that I show you are decks that I love. I'm not going to probably show a deck at all that I don't love. If I get a deck in and I don't like it, it goes on the shelf and I don't show it. So just so you know. So if you see a deck on my channel, it's because I love it. But anyway, so the box itself, it comes with that nice Llewellyn box. I like that it's not the bigger box, that it's just the normal size box. It is got that magnetic clasp. The artwork is beautiful. It's got this nice, it's matte, and then it has that, I don't know what they call it, when it's kind of shiny. Can you see that it's shiny? And then see, like this is shiny. I don't know what that's called. If you know, let me know below, because I don't know what that's called. I don't know if that's like considered gilding. I'm not sure. But anyway, so let's look at the back of it. The back of it says, a new tarot that looks quite grim. Welcome to the eerie, familiar world of Grim Tales Tarot, where images and symbols from fairy tales magically mingle with undercurrents of occult secrets that lurk behind cottage doors in dark forests. Reading this Rider-Waite-Smith style deck allows you to create your own dark fairy tale full of magical knowledge to guide your life path. Use your intuition to listen to the characters as they whisper messages about your modern day once upon a time. That's so cool. I really like it. It's so cool. Okay, so when we open it up, it fully opens up, and look at how pretty the inside of this box is. There's like this little lip cutout so that you can easily get the cards out of it, and it has the string in it so you can pull that out. So we have the guidebook on the front, we have the cards inside, and then look at this beautiful image on the inside of the box. So they knocked it out of the park with the packaging of this particular little deck. It is so pretty. Okay, so these are the cards. We'll look at those in a second. First, let's take a look at the guidebook. And I'm going to be completely honest. I was really disappointed with this guidebook. There is nothing special about this guidebook. It just tells you the basic meanings of the regular Rider-Waite-Smith cards. And I already know that. I don't need that. So when I get a guidebook, I really want a guidebook that tells me why the artist chose the images. They're going to vary from the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. I want to know why they chose the images they did, especially if it varies widely, like that I can't immediately see nods to the Rider-Waite-Smith. I want to know, why did you choose it? And this guidebook doesn't give me that. So there's a thumbs down for this guidebook that comes with this deck. Everything else about this deck I love. I just don't like the guidebook. So you get a little introduction and today's Grimm's Tales, and then how to use this deck. So all of your normal stuff, getting started, laying out the cards. There's some simple spreads. The Witch's Broom, which is kind of cool, which is, I think, their variant of a Celtic spread. So it looks like a broom, and then it jumps right into the major arcana. Now they do get, it is full color, which is nice. And then it just has, everything has full color for every single card, even the minors. And then the descriptions are like, it's like they're just like little sentences of the normal Rider-Waite-Smith meanings all strung together in a paragraph that doesn't make any sense if you were to read it all together. So I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm missing the boat. If you like this guidebook and there's a reason why you like it, if there's something I'm missing, please tell me below, because you know, guidebooks are so important to me. I actually really like guidebooks, but this is, I mean, I'll read this to you. Let's read this. The beginning of a journey, physical, spiritual, or both, taking a leap of faith, prioritizing curiosity, not relying on solid plans and proof, choosing your own path, new beginnings, shaking hands with the unknown, blah, 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 blah. It's like these should be all bullet points. These are just interpretations of the cards. There's nothing in here that tells you why this was chosen. There's no poetic. There's nothing. I don't, it's just not, I'm not happy with this guidebook. So if you want to write the author, here's information about that. So that's the guidebook. As far as I'm concerned, I could toss this in the garbage, and I just basically don't get anything out of it. Blah. Okay, guidebook done. Okay, so otherwise, I love this deck. Oh my gosh, the artwork is so beautiful. It really feels like a tarot deck, and less like a tarot deck, I would say, and more like a collection of storybook pages bound by candlelight, like moody, nostalgic, faintly tragic. Something like, look at how tragic this guy is. So it's got storybook realism in it. It's got symbolic layering. It's got that gothic fairy tale aesthetic. It's got all of those things in it. And I just love these images. So the colors in this deck are, like, they're rich, but they're like muted. I don't know how else to describe it. It kind of has a really good contrast between light and dark. And it's got these deep sepia browns, like ashen grays, and these forest greens, like, but then there are these accents of, like, see her, like it's got like accents of like crimson and gold and candlelight amber. So it's really a beautiful, to me, I love this type of color palette with those misty blues and moonlit whites for like that dreamlike contrast. So it's kind of a limited palette, but it's very harmonious. It creates this visual continuity. So like every card feels like it's part of the same storybook world, enveloped in like an autumn fog with like a flickering candlelight, you know, like that's kind of how I would describe it. And all of them have this, like, see how it's got this really cool like motif going around the edges of them. And then they also have like this writing. So there's like these layers to it of this collage style deck. And I think it's just really, really cool. Oh, and that's one of my favorite cards. Oh my gosh, go back. This is like a little baby Krampus. I love it. It's like he's got his whip, he's got his tongue out, he's got his horns, he's got that baby looks happy, and it doesn't look like a bad baby. But this looks like a little Krampus to me. So yeah, I love the artwork and the color tone of these cards. The cards themselves, they almost feel, they're very thin, which I'm okay with because somehow they're thin but sturdy. I don't know if it's because they're maybe plastic. I don't know what kind of cardstock, but I do like it. Like, I don't know what kind it is or the GSM or anything. I don't even have a comparison of another card or another deck to compare it to, but I like this because it's thin enough. Look at how nice and thin it is. So I think that shuffling it is not going to be hard to do. Like, because I have smaller hands, so I need a thinner cardstock to be able to shuffle it. Now, while it's got the thinner cardstock, which maybe it is more plasticky, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like plastic though. That's the thing that's weird. Okay, so it's got the normal size of a tarot deck, so that's 70 millimeters by 120 millimeters. It's got this beautiful edging, which is like this muted brown. And then look at these gorgeous backs, these monkeys with a lantern, and it is reversible. So if you read reversals, then you can definitely read this reversible. So, I mean, I like the cardstock, and I love the color scheme and the overall feel of these images. Another thing I like about these images is that they do seem to be very diverse. So in here, we have men as well as women. We have, where is she? See, and so we have people of different skin tones. And then we also have, oh, look, see, we have people of different skin tones of different ages. So I really, really like that it seems to have some diversity. Now, the only diversity it does not seem to have is that everybody is very thin. So it would have been kind of nice to have some different body shapes as well, but at least there is see, and we have diversity in the deck, and look, she's diverse. So, and I think that there was a couple of Asian, and see, we got different ages here. So I think there was a couple of Asian characters in here as well. So I do like the diversity. So the only thing it doesn't have is maybe different body shapes. So that's the only thing I would have liked to have had it have. So I really think it's pretty. Okay, so let's take a look at these different images. Aren't those images amazing? Oh my gosh, they're just so pretty. I really like that reoccurring motif of different like ravens and mirrors and thorns and little mice. There's keys and moons and these little octopus people and cloaked wanderers, all of that kind of stuff. It really, really does invoke the timeless quality of Grimm's fairy tales and the shadowy folklore behind that. So I really, really love this. Now, the one thing about the artwork, and I have to admit, I really wasn't sure. Like, is this AI? I wasn't sure. So I looked at the guidebook, and the thing that I thought was really interesting in here is no part of this book may be used or reproduced in any manner for the purpose of training artificial intelligence technologies or systems. Some parts of the images of this book were created through the use of AI. So I think that Llewellyn is covering themselves that, hey, don't scan my images in and use those to train AI. But then at the same point, it says some parts of the images in this book were created through the use of AI. But it didn't, my dog is dark. Hold on. I swear sometimes I feel like I'm my dog's servant. Anyway, so I know it doesn't explain what was used, how AI was used in the book, but it does say that. So I really would like to have more details. I would just really like to know. So, you know, I know that I'm wondering, probably you guys are wondering too. Now, just so you know, I mean, I looked it up on the internet. The creator, Fiona Edgewood, hasn't publicly confirmed to the exact process behind her imagery. I mean, she has not explained how she makes these images. It's described as digital painting. While some of the visuals have that soft, dreamlike quality we often see in digital or AI art, there's definitely a strong artistic hand guiding the atmosphere and composition. It's just that there's many parts of this that also seem like AI, and the book says that some stuff was made with AI, but there's nothing that has been said whether it's AI or not. So maybe someday she'll come out and she will say how she actually creates these images. But so I'm not going to really label it one way or the other. And I'm choosing to appreciate the deck for the world that it creates and the tone, the symbolism, the storytelling that comes through each card. So, you know, whether it's AI or not, this Grimm's Tales undoubtedly captures that haunting storybook energy that makes it so evocative to read with. So I think I'm just going to enjoy it for that. And maybe someday she'll tell us how she creates these and what they meant in the guidebook about that some AI was used. Like maybe more details will be given as laws are passed and people have to start telling us about AI and how it's used. So that's my little take about AI with this deck. Otherwise, let's see how it shuffles. I think it's going to shuffle just fantastic. If I could just get myself organized. Yeah, I thought it was going to shuffle great. I noticed that some of the edging is already coming off on it. I haven't shuffled with this before. This is the first time I've shuffled it. The only thing I've done is open the deck and look through it and do some research. Now, I don't really like to do unboxings and first impressions because I know whenever I watch these videos, I'm watching them because I really want to know about this deck. I want to know about like the artwork, where did it come from? I want to know about the artist. I want to know all the things. And I feel like if I'm just giving you my first impression of the deck when I open it, I'm not doing you any service by not giving you greater details. So that's kind of why I do my videos the way that I do. Let's do some overhand shuffling because I know for me, I started making these videos because those are the type of videos that I appreciated the most. Ones that were very thorough and gave me a lot of information about the cards. Because if I'm watching a video about the cards online, I'm watching it because I'm trying to figure out, do I actually want to buy this deck? Is it worth my money to spend? And that's why I give so many details on my videos. So that's just a little backstory. Maybe I should do a video sometime on how I do my YouTubes and why I do it the way that I do. If you're interested in that, let me know. Okay, so it shuffles like a dream. I am really going to enjoy using this deck purely because of the shuffling alone. Because I like guidebooks and I like a deck I can shuffle. So, okay. So that's shuffling. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Artwork is beautiful. Shuffling is beautiful. Now let's do some pairings because I think this would be evidently I can't split a deck. But I think it would be fun to do some pairings. So I picked out some decks that I think would look great with this. So let's do, of course, okay, the very first one, of course, is going to be Seasons of the Witch Samhain, because it's Samhain time, and I thought that this would look fantastic with this Samhain deck. Do a little zoom in. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I do like it. Isn't that pretty? That dark and mysterious Samhain energy is there. Wow. Oh, that's really sad. So we have grief with the Three of Wands and the Tower. I think these would like really, really greet the darkness with the Devil and the Page of Wands. Oh yeah, these work great together. Oh, I really like it. Yep, that is definitely a winner. Okay, so that's the first one. The very first one, I also thought, I just got this deck in from the Invisible Order, the Visible Order Oracle, watching them, watching us. I'm going to do a video on this, but this is by Daniel, and he sent this to me for a review, and I just haven't had a chance to do it yet, but look at this deck. I bet you they look good together. I mean, of course, you know, I thought with the sepia tones, it would go right away. Yeah, I like this one too. I think there are probably a lot of decks in my collection that would go really well with this. So we've got the Collective with Temperance and the Two of Cups. Look at that. I like this one too. I think this is another winner. I like it. Tell me if you like it. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Okay, so that's the Invisible Order Oracle. I also thought the Lost Oracle, and I also thought it was really funny. This person's name is Fiona, but it's Fiona Horn, and the other one is Fiona Edgewood. So let's see if the two Fionas play well together. Okay, so here is this one. Let me take some off of there so it's not so thick. Yeah, those colors go so well. I kind of like the minimal design of this Lost Oracle with the grim tales, because there's so much going on in these images that this Lost Oracle looks like it goes really well. And look, that the red with the red, it really goes well. This is another winner. Wow. Okay. I like this one too. All three of them so far go really, really well with this Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what other people are going to pair this deck with, because I feel like there's going to be so many decks that are going to go with this. Okay, let's reset the board. Okay, the next one is the Gallery of Hallucinations Oracle. I thought that the colors of this one would go really well. Now, I'm going to have to open these up a little bit because it's a long deck. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Already. Oh, it's like it was made for it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wouldn't this be great for doing shadow work with? Wow. So let's see. Wow. It's like the colors match perfectly. Wow. What do you guys think? Isn't this great? Oh, it's so good. Oh, backfire with the Sun and the Ten of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think I might know what I'm going to pair this with. Wow. I love it. Oh my gosh, I could just keep flipping. I do have one more though. Just one more, because I just love this. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'm gonna end on that. We got Death with Departure on the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay. Last one, very last one, is the Fairy Tale Heroine, because I thought these would go. This would be so nice to have, because these are both fairy tale, and I feel like the Fairy Tale Heroine deck is a little bit of a darker deck. And I thought maybe they would go together. And it is based on some Grimm, I think. So I thought they would go together. Let me move those up a little bit. Yeah. Not as good as the last one though, right? I mean, that other one was just perfect. But oh my gosh, this is just, it's still good. It's still really good. Wow. I love this Ten of Pentacles. And this Ace of Swords. Those are like two of my favorite cards in this. Oh my gosh, Five of Cups. Okay. So I love a lot of the cards in this deck. Oh, wow. Okay, so I goes. All 5 of these decks that I showed with it. Oh, I love the Witch's Cottage too. All 5 of these decks went with it perfectly. Like, you can't lose. So I showed you 2 independent and 2 mass market decks that I feel like all go with it really well. So I think that this deck is definitely for anyone who is a collector, anyone who loves doing shadow work. I think that if you love fairy tales, I think all of those things, that's really what you can do with this deck. You can do a lot of that. I also feel like this is a really good deck for seasonal work. as well. So it goes really perfect with spooky time. So I just feel like if you love a deck that feels like it is a story that is that you can, like, if you want to tell stories, sorry to get myself straight. If you love a deck that feels like a story by candlelight, it's like eerie, poetic, and deeply human, then the Grim Tales deserves a place in your autumn altar. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so thank you for wandering into the Grim Forest with me. If this review cast a spell on you, give it a like, subscribe for more mystical deck reviews, and ring that little bell so you don't miss the next journey. Until next time, may your stories be deep, your shadows kind, and your path lined with magic. Thanks. Bye.